Hi guys! In the last lecture, we covered the human fall. We learned that due to Adam and Eve's mistake, Heavenly Parent's dream of creating one human family under Heavenly Parent was not realized. In lecture 3, we'll cover the providence of salvation, and we'll explore how Heavenly Parent has worked behind the scenes to restore and find his lost children. In this video, we'll cover the providence of salvation, and in the next 2 videos, we will cover the essence of Jesus and the essence of Christianity. I think most of you have seen this movie. It's called Finding Nemo. It's a movie about a father fish who urgently tries to find his lost son who was stolen by the fisherman. And in the beginning, there's one scene where Nemo gets taken away by the fisherman and the boat drives off, and the father fish is so worried and he is so desperate, and he chases the boat but he loses the boat, and you can really see how desperate the father is in trying to find his lost son. Like the father in Finding Nemo, who urgently searched for his lost son, Heavenly Parent has carried out the providence of salvation with a desperate and urgent heart, seeking to find his lost children. As you watch these next few videos, I encourage you to reflect on the heart of Heavenly Parent that is hidden behind the providence of salvation. First, what is the providence of salvation? To understand this, we must first explore what salvation means. Heavenly Parent's dream from the beginning was to create his only begotten son and only begotten daughter, unite them into one through marriage, to become true parents and live eternally with his children who were born through the true parents. However, Adam and Eve fell and became the false parents. Humanity lost its connection to Heavenly Parent and became fallen beings who are like orphans who lost their parents. Therefore, salvation is the process of restoring fallen humanity back to the status of Heavenly Parent's children. To be more precise, salvation is the realization of Heavenly Parent's unfulfilled dream of creating a world where all humanity becomes one family centering on true parents. Reaching this point is what we consider salvation. Providence refers to the work directly carried out by Heavenly Parent. In this sense, the providence of salvation is Heavenly Parent's effort to restore fallen humanity to their rightful place as his children. Why then does Heavenly Parent carry out the providence of salvation? As an omnipotent and omniscient being, Heavenly Parent could have simply wiped out fallen humanity and created a new world. However, as a loving parent, Heavenly Parent cannot just abandon the children who he created to love eternally. And that is why he started the providence of salvation and is still leading it today. Moreover, as the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end must be the same. The purpose of creation that Heavenly Parent established at the beginning must absolutely come to realization. That is why he continues to carry out the providence of salvation. How is this providence carried out then? Heavenly Parent guides the providence of salvation based on the principles of creation, just like when he created Adam and Eve. When Heavenly Parent created Adam and Eve, he created one man and one woman, his only begotten son and only begotten daughter. Through their marriage, he sought to establish true parents whom he would bear his children through. Likewise, the restoration and rebirth of the fallen humanity as Heavenly Parent's children must also be accomplished through the true parents. It is only through the true parents that this is possible. For true parents to emerge, however, the only begotten son and only begotten daughter must first be born. Therefore, Heavenly Parent's providence focuses on creating the conditions necessary for the birth of the only begotten son and only begotten daughter. However, Heavenly Parent cannot directly send the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter into the fallen world without preparation. When we look at the process of creation, Heavenly Parent first created the environment, which includes the mineral, plant, and animal world. Only after that did Heavenly Parent create Adam and Eve. In a similar way, in order to send the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter on earth, Heavenly Parent first needs an environment that protects and fulfills its role as a shield. However, due to the human fall, there wasn't even one person who really understood Heavenly Parent's will. So it was really difficult to create an environment that could protect the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter if they were born. Therefore, Heavenly Parent worked through what we call the central figures, who are people in whom Heavenly Parent chooses among the fallen people to establish an environment to protect the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter on the family, tribal, and national level. To prepare for the advent of the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, Heavenly Parent chose Abraham, the forefather of the Jewish people, as the central figure. In a fallen world where obedience to Heavenly Parent was incredibly difficult, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob followed the commandments of Heavenly Parent with absolute faith. Through these 3 generations of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Heavenly Parent has raised the chosen people of Israel. 2,000 years after Jacob, the nation of Israel emerged as a significant power capable of standing against the Roman Empire. Despite enduring great hardships, the Jewish people's yearning for the Messiah reached its peak, while Hellenistic influence and Roman political systems extended across the world. This created an environment ready to receive the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter. Yet, this providential foundation took 4,000 years to establish. Why did it take that long? In the book of Genesis, there is a scene where Abraham has a conversation with Heavenly Parent in regards to Sodom and Gomorrah. Heavenly Parent commands to destroy these 2 cities, for it is filled with immorality. However, Abraham asks Heavenly Parent to spare the cities if he can find 50 righteous people. Heavenly Parent agrees to his request, but Abraham could not find 50, nor 40, 30, 20, or even 10 righteous people. There was only the Lot family left. So Heavenly Parent guides the Lot family out of the city. However, holding regrets and longing for the immoral city, Lot's wife looks back and turns into a pillar of salt. Through this story in the Bible, we can understand how hard it was to find even one person who understood Heavenly Parent's will. Amid such challenges, Heavenly Parent worked through the conscience of humanity to prepare the environment for the birth of the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter. This history can be compared to the unimaginable pain and the labor that a mother goes through to give birth to a child. After losing his beloved children due to the fall, Heavenly Parent never gave up on his children, not even for a moment, even if no one truly understood his will. In this video, I explained what the providence of salvation means. To summarize, due to the fall, Heavenly Parent lost the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, Adam and Eve. Therefore, Heavenly Parent needs to give birth to a new son and daughter carrying his lineage in order for them to become the true parents and save humanity. So in the next video, I will talk about the only begotten Son, Jesus, and what his mission and his essence was. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.